Hello, I am really chuffed to now be joined by the lovely Natalie Sharp, who runs an incredible marketing business. Hi Natalie, how are you?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you. And you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Not too bad at all. Can you tell us all about your fabulous business, please?
Yes, so my business is Sharp Thinking Marketing. I'm a marketing consultancy based in Tunbridge Wells in Kent. So I set up my business nearly 60 years ago now to work with small local businesses. So I specialise in marketing planning. So marketing strategy, marketing plans, customer research, market research. So quite often the bits that are perhaps perceived to be a bit more boring, the not so glamorous side of marketing.
Yeah, it's all important though, right? Because if you don't have the bits that you do, you can't do the deemed exciting bits, can you?
Absolutely, yes. It's all about the numbers, all about looking at the data and coming up with insight to then develop your strategy and your plan and work out what platforms and what channels you want to use.
Absolutely. And what was the catalyst for you starting your business? What was the light bulb moment, if you had one?
Well, I always knew I wanted to set up my own business going back 20 years, I guess. But I took a long career break after having my children. So we moved from London to Tunbridge Wells, and I didn't really know anyone. I didn't have any business connections at all. And I started giving free advice to a lot of individuals and community organisations I came into contact with. And I just couldn't help myself. It was becoming quite a frequent thing. And I decided to take the plunge, really. It was the right thing to do at the time. And I started doing a lot of skill swaps with local businesses. So I didn't have to invest too much money in the business. And I worked for free for the first 6 months to start building up my case studies and credentials. And I then won my first contract, and that was it. Never looked back.
Amazing. Isn't that fantastic? And it's almost like you had that desire to have to help and to swoop in and sort of share your knowledge, which is so brilliant. And we hear that a lot with small business owners. It's just this natural desire, isn't it? Which is great.
Yes, I mean, I love working with people and businesses from different backgrounds. I mean, I've worked with artists, I've worked with coaches, I've worked with um, manufacturing companies, a school uniform retailer, construction companies, so a real mixture of businesses in
Oh,
different sectors and different sizes as well.
incredible. Sounds amazing. And I'm sure they're very lucky to have you. And, from your years of doing this now, and as a marketer, what's been the biggest like learning? What's been the biggest takeaway? Because obviously we have to wear many hats, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, you can never take anything for granted. You need to continually be thinking ahead. And perhaps what worked yesterday or last month might not work again. So you need to keep the momentum going. You need to keep reinventing yourself as well. I mean, the market has changed so much over the last few years. And I've really felt that this year as well, from my perspective as a business owner, but also working with the local business community as well. It's a tough world out there.
It really is. It really is, and it's amazing. And what you're doing is phenomenal because as small business owners, your marketing is often the one thing that you can control, and there's so much free stuff you can do, isn't there, that you can be taken advantage of. Your social media, etc. What would you say to people out there that are like, oh, I'm not sure where to start with my marketing, it's all a bit too big? How can they sort of get going?
So I would definitely say, obviously, I'm a massive believer in business planning. So work on a business plan. It doesn't need to be complex at all, but do your research. So test really your offerings. So do some market research, customer research, and start looking at the size of the market. So who are you going to sell to? So really try to understand your target audience. So who they are, what their needs are, their motivations for buying your product or service, and then indeed what potentially are the barriers to purchase as well. So the things perhaps we might not want to think about, but it's really important to overcome those things.
Absolutely. Good advice. Thank you. And obviously it's Small Business Saturday on the 2nd of December. We're gearing up for that. All our team are around. They're in Scotland at the moment on the day of the storm, so let's hope they're doing.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Exactly. What will you be doing, if anything, on the day or on the build up to it?
So I'm running a free event called the Small Business Sessions. So it's taking place the day before Small Business Saturday on the Friday, but I'm also running some free sessions online on the Small Business Saturday itself. So I have managed to get a brilliant team of experts on board, and we're giving free advice for the day. So people can sign up for a 30-minute slot with a marketing or sales professional, which being myself, but I've also got a website developer, I've got an accountant, there's a business coach, social media strategist, so a real mixture of professionals to try and help local businesses.
Incredible, and all for free. That is so kind and generous of you, honestly.
All for free, yes.
And how can, so people are watching this going, oh, I need a bit of this, how can they find you, how can they get involved?
So if they go to my website, they can book a slot, and that is sharpthinkingmarketing.co.uk/small business sessions. So you'll see there's all the booking links are now live.
Amazing, honestly, and thank you. What an incredible, generous thing to do. And you know, it's just having, sometimes you just need that 30-minute chat, don't you, to inspire you and to sort of
yes, I mean, I really hope that's what it's, that's the whole idea behind it. So thank you so much for interviewing me today. And it's wonderful to be part of the campaign.
It really is, and thank you so much for being part of it. Honestly, like, we are so chuffed and so honoured that people do so much for us, and we really thank you. So I hope it goes well. Let us know. Get signing up, people. My goodness, what an incredible offer. I'd be signing up for everything if I lived there. But yeah, thank you, Natalie. It's been lovely to chat to you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.